Welcome to the West Point Podcast. Well, that sounds good. Good job, gentlemen. Good job.
Are you ready? Are we rolling? We're good? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kazuma Makore. I was not creative enough to come up with an opening tune, and so that was a failed attempt at playing ukulele. A faked one. I know how to play ukulele. That ukulele was given to me by my high school friend called Jesse. And I'm going to ramble for a minute. I don't know what this hand thing is. And also, at the beginning I asked, are we rolling? Oh, blah, blah, blah. There's only me in my house. I'm the producer, the artist, the thing, the videographer. So if I missed a frame, man, I'm sorry. The reason I'm doing this is so that I get back on track with the thing I'd started. I had a podcast. If you know me for a minute, I had a podcast, and then I stopped. I don't know if I said my name. My name is Kazmo Makoure, and I don't know what I'm doing with my hands, man. The reason I'm recording this is because I've given myself so many excuses not to do it. Ever since I stopped recording in 2020, I did like an episode or two, and I felt like they were too vanilla. And I always felt like I wanted to come back to this podcasting thing, and then something just happened. I kept on giving myself excuses. And this is me coming back. So today I'm going to ramble for a minute so that I can have like a reference point of where I've come from. So the goal of this video is to be as bad. You know, I'm going to pretend that I'm deliberately trying to make some things bad so that I can improve with time. And the things I've learned as a young man, I just recently graduated in my 20s. And there are some things which I feel I need to share with younger men who are maybe going through these things. Take your time, learn in campus. Don't try to be fancy and all that. I know there's a lot of things scrambling for your attention. Devote that time to learning. It doesn't have to be whatever it is that you're learning in your course. I studied finance, Bachelor of Commerce in Finance. That's what I enrolled to the university to study, but I probably left just with a degree, but with much more. So it was a social experience for me. So if you get the chance to go to college, use that to sharpen your social skills, find a craft that you're into or something that you're really good at, and thrive at that. The advantage of being young is people excuse you when you do dumb things. Like this thing. I'm gonna be excused because I'm young, and if young people won't excuse me, I'll send it to the older folk who are gonna be like, oh, he's so cute. My mom, she'll be like, look at my son, and try and watch it in like many screens so that I get views. And yeah. Anyway, 2, study in campus. 2, love is an important thing, but don't make it like the core thing you're trying to. There's something. Young men are just generally not desirable to women, and I tell you this because there's people who, this is gonna sound wrong, who I couldn't date back then when I was young and didn't. Still, I'm young, but like when I was much younger, who. Not even necessarily dating, but even getting their attention and spending time with who I now can. There's lucky people who end up finding like really awesome partners and significant others, and they change their lives. I'm included. But there's also unlucky people. Like, I don't know, some of you or something, or me in the past, something, please don't take it personally. But I think at this point, think of love as a chance to study, especially in your 20s. Don't try to build a future, especially when you're in Campo. Don't try and build a future. So you're trying to do what? Learn together. It doesn't have to be bookwork. Just learn stuff about life and about each other. There's some very, very great relationships I lost because I was not mature enough for them. I hate to admit it, but I wasn't. I just didn't know how to live up to societal expectations of what an ideal boyfriend should be when you're still trying to figure out, do I even like my course? Do I like the clothes I want to wear? It's just a lot. Learn. That's love. Careers. What I've realized in my work with money, first of all, you have to do your own share of free work. You might be exploited. You will be exploited if you're trying to be great. I hope it doesn't happen to you. It happened to me, but I learned, and to be honest, I enjoyed certain parts of it. However, the thing about money is you're worth as much as you negotiate. There's jobs I asked for 5K when I could have been paid more. There are jobs I asked for 10K when I could have been paid more. Don't be afraid to quote that figure in your mind. And I don't know what I'm doing with my hands, but I'm trying to be still. You're worth just as much as you negotiate. Young man, young woman, whoever's watching this, don't be afraid. There we go with the hands again. Also, try and do things that give people value. Try and give free value and all that. And that always comes with some money eventually. If you're playing the long game, you end up making money. To give it time. I promise. This is a cliche, I know, but give it time. The chums are gonna come. I promise you. If you're putting in if you're taking the right steps, you're look for mentors, not in like the traditional sense that we used to be taught in high school or primary school for, I don't know what, just, I feel like for mentors, you need to make yourself mentorable. Well, my alliance English. I do, make yourself be a person that someone would desire to mentor, and that will just work out. Some people, of course, are going to exploit you, as I said. But if you promise, you just be a person who looks like they can be helped. And there's someone somewhere who will help you. Help me, please. Also, attend an Engage masterclass. I feel like that's such an underrated thing. I attended one during COVID. I believe there's people who did these masterclasses earlier. It puts you in such a high pressure environment, and you realize you're not as good a communicator as you think you are. And just do it. Enroll at learn how to communicate, so that you can be able to communicate your feelings. You can be able to communicate your thoughts. You can be able to communicate your expectations, because that's what causes so much of the suffering we're going through. Lack of communication. Just did a shameless plug for Engage, because that's where I did mine. Check out their website. They offer really cool things, and the people who own and run Engage are really cool people. Look them up on the social media. Also, there are two types of people. Avoid both of them. Yeah. Glad to be back in this whole space that I never was in the first place. This is the first comeback video. I need to organize the dance, but hey, my friend, I'm the staff support, so I can't just jump around because I'm the one who has to clean up the mess afterwards. Anyways, looking forward to hearing what your thoughts are about this. Keep it positive. Live in love, live in harmony, live in freedom, all those good things. And hit me up for suits and music lessons and stuff like that. Also, if you're just trying to have a good time and you have food. Also, gentlemen, your pocket square should never match your tie. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Casmo, Kaskazini, man, a bad man, all around bad man. Probably will take this off or not. My mustache. Something's growing. Everyone who was making fun of me for not having a beard. There's one growing over here. There's another one growing over here. Adios. Love you all. Peace.